Guten Tag und herzlich willkommen auf meinem YouTube-Kanal German made easy from scratch. Ich heiße Louise und ich unterrichte seit über 40 Jahren Deutsch. Mein Ziel für heute ist, das Präteritum durchzuführen. Das Präteritum ist eine sehr wichtige Zeitform, besonders wenn man Zeitungen und Zeitschriften und Bücher lesen will. Und für die Prüfungen ist es besonders wichtig. Lass uns anfangen. Aber bevor wir anfangen, vergesst nicht zu liken und zu abonnieren. Im Hintergrund steht Zoe und sie ist die Künstlerin und die Grafikerin für German made easy from scratch. Jetzt erkläre ich das alles auf Englisch. So, today we're going to do the Präteritum. That's the imperfect tense or the simple past. Very important if you want to use or to read books and newspapers and magazines. It's the formal past tense. That's what it really is, the formal past tense. Now, strangely enough, this is the tense that is used in English all the time, but not the one that's used in German because it's the formal past, not the one for every day. But however, there are parts of it which are used in everyday German, and we can just watch out for those today. So now we'll go through it. There are 6 parts of our tense structure in German. But today we've already looked at the present, that's sort of ticked off. But today we're going to look at the preteritum, and it's sometimes called the simple past or the imperfect tense. Now, so if I use the preteritum, you know what I'm talking about. And if you use the imperfect tense, you know, it's fine too. It doesn't make any difference. How do I form this one? Well, it's a verb that's easily formed, really, if you take a look at it and make a comparison between the present and the preteritum. So we'll take a look at that, how it is formed. And I've chosen the verb spielen to do it. Spielen is the verb to play, and I just take the en off it, and I have my main stem, which is spiel. And if you look at the present tense, another standalone verb is ich spiele. And what I did for the preteritum, I just put a T instead. So I have a ich spiele in the present to ich spielte in the preteritum. And ich spielte means I played, but ich spiele means I play. Present tense, what's going on now. But ich spielte, I played, went on yesterday. Now you can notice that in the singular for ich spielte and sie es man spielte, right? Te and te. And in the plural is 10. So if you're trying to get it or devise a way of remembering these, te and 10, te in the singular, 10 in the plural will go a long way. Now, du spieltest and ihr spieltet, you wouldn't be using that very often, but you might. So what I would say to you, get part of it under your belt for a while, the te and the 10 bit, and then go back and try and get the test and the tet. And then show the comparisons between the present tense and the preteritum. Now you'll find all of this, of course, down below on the link, because Zoe has it all sorted for you, as usual. Look at arbeiten. This is a bit quirky, because the main stem ends in T. So we had to do a bit of an addition. What do? We put in an extra E. Otherwise you'd have 2 T's coming together. So that's pronounced ich arbeitete. And it goes down, arbeitet, and then the plural, sie arbeiteten. So te ten, te te, te ten, te te, because of the T. And reden does the same, because of the D. Ich rede, I talk. Ich redete, I talked. Wir reden, we talk. Wir redeten, we talked. Begegnen is a tricky verb too. Look at the main stem as that there. Tricky. I came across that the other day in a role play for a final year exam. The tricky one. And the question was asked, will we put it in the preteritum or will we use the ordinary everyday past tense, which is called the perfect? And we had a bit of discussion about it. So would I say ich begegnete or ich bin begegnet? Which would be the best one? Now that sounds a bit strange because it normally means to meet, and it's a very high order verb. It's more of a B1 verb, as I call it, if you're using the European levels. It's a higher verb. But it was decided anyway that one that they would remember most was ich begegnete or wir begegneten. And what they had to do was that we met a wild boar. Wir begegnet in einem Wildschwein. And it's, again, less confusing, especially in an oral exam. But you can see how difficult that verb is, even for pronunciations, because of all the E's. Begegneten. Very hard. The Hilfsverben. Now, these are very important. Haben und sein. Very, very irregular. But for the English speaker out there, it's not too difficult, because ich bin, I am, ich war, I was. Was becomes war in German. And noticing in the irregular verbs, there are no endings here on ich, on sie, is, and man. And in the plural, wir waren and ihr wart, sie waren are quite like normal present tense endings here. So war and waren, if you got that in your head for a while, you might use warst du, were you, wart ihr, because this is one is going to be used quite a bit in spoken German, quite a bit, in Germany in particular. Not so much in Austria, but definitely in Germany. Now here we have here the Präteritum of haben, hatte. Ich hatte, sie, es, man hatte. And the est then, look, see what it's done again. A lot of it is memory work, but these verbs are used a lot, so at least they're used a lot, and you'll see them and hear them a lot. So that'll help you with your memory. Verbs that you hear and see a lot become part of your daily life, so it's not too bad. It's the verbs you don't see a lot, or read a lot, or hear a lot. They're the ones that are tricky. Now, werden, the verb to become. Now, people are wondering why this is a help verb, but it is used in the werden is also used in the future tense and in the passive voice. So it's well worth learning this one. But look how big a change that is. It goes from werden to wurde. Ich werde, ich wurde. Sie, es, man wurde. See that? And then the plural. Now, what else do you notice here? There aren't any umlauts on the Präteritum. Not one. Now, that's important that you get that into your head, because if you do put an umlaut into it, you're given a different meaning altogether, completely different. Why? For example, if ich hatte means I had. But if I said ich hätte with the umlaut, that means I would have. So really, you have to be careful. When you're talking in the past tense, please do not give an umlaut. There's müssen, musste. Now that's used a lot. Sie musste. Now these are used a lot. I had to, müssen, I had to. I had to go into town. Ich musste in die Stadt fahren. Er musste in die Stadt fahren. You know, they're used all the time. Other ones, for example, dürfen. Ich darf, I'm allowed. But ich durfte, look, no umlaut. Ich kann, I can. Ich konnte, I was able. I could. No umlaut, please. No umlaut in the Präteritum. Ich mag, I like. Ich mochte, I liked. Ich will, I want. Ich wollte, I wanted to. Ich soll, I should, or I'm supposed to. Ich sollte, I was supposed to. Be careful there. No umlauts, please, in the Präteritum. Here we have other unregelmäßige Verben. Geben, to give, ich gab. Nehmen, to take, ich nahm. Now, once you have the beginning, the gab and the nahm, you can just follow suit like all the other ones that I've shown you. Like war, it works the same. Kam, fuhr. Now again, fahren, ich fuhr, tragen, ich trug, bringen, ich brachte. Then there's a mixed verb. Why is it called a mixed verb? Well, because it has irregularity here, the brach, and it has the te from the regular verbs. Simpler, denken, the same. Ich dachte, brennen, brannte, wissen, wusste, I knew, ich wusste das, I knew that. And then another verb to know, kennen, ich kannte, knowing people or places and things like that. Wissen is more having knowledge of. Ja, ich weiß, ja, ich wusste. But kennen is to know people, know places, we have a noun straight after it. But we're going to do another video on those type of verbs later. But remember, you can use these. Ich gab, ich kannte, ich wusste, ich brannte, ich dachte, ich brachte, ich trug, fuhr, ich kam, ich nahm, ich gab. I just draw your attention to this one here. Ich kam, that's very like English, because remember, if you replace the K's, the German K's with a C in English, you've got came, bringen, brachte, brought, denken, dachte, thought, your D changing to TH, thought, dachte, wusste, knew, kannte. Now, I've done out a full verb for you, so you can see that there. There you have it there. You really can't go wrong. All you have to do is learn it really. Tragen. Now be very careful because this one here comes up so often in exams. Sie trägt, put that into the Präteritum, sie trug. Or you have sie trug, put that into the present tense, sie trägt. Very hard. Just be very, and the same goes for fahren as well. And it's the same as that. Das wäre es für heute. Vergesst nicht zu liken and to abonnieren. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's very important to me, because it'll encourage me to do further videos. And hopefully that YouTube will take notice that these are reasonably good videos and will help others out in the future. Auf Wiederhören und auf Wiedersehen. Hopefully I'll hear from you and that you'll write something in the commentary and or write me an email about what you would like to see done on German made easy from scratch.